So today our concept is to work.
Excuse me.
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
There's some disturbance in the voice actually,
Yeah,
in the background. Yeah, it's fine now. Thank you.
is it okay right now?
Yeah, it's okay. Thank you.
Yeah, is it clear? Very clear.
Yeah, clear.
Okay, that's fine. And then let's make it very simple. Like as a lot of people asking to create some kind of report or something else, so that we can understand how we create, how we analyze the data, what are needed over here in this particular data, or else is this sufficient to do this, or else we need to do anything, or else how we analyze the data, and then what are the insights that we can build if they don't give anything. If we want to make it from the scratch, how we can build a report, what sort of insights that we can provide to him. So this thing will make it based upon a single person's profile. So today we are making a single page profile report, which is nothing but simply like single page resume or single page something profile. So whatever it might be. So we'll create that kind of things. So again, myself, Prasad, a lot of you people might know me. We do like a lot of free webinars regarding Power BI and SQL. Okay. So I do have like several years of experience in Power BI, and after that, okay, before that, I do have like totally years of experience is 11 plus. So let's keep all this experience aside, and then we'll go into our concept, which you are looking at. So what are the topics that are covered in this particular workshop? I'm just not going in deep into this, but okay, like in outer lines, like what are the things that we are going to like first of all, how to like import data. Everyone knows this one, so you already like might working on this particular Excel workbooks, okay, getting data from that good thing. But okay, here we are doing the same. And first of all, data analyzing how the data is, and then what are the things that we need, and how to start, what are the insights that we can get from this kind of like data. All these things that we okay build first, we'll assume first, we'll analyze first, and then we'll start building one and one, one and one, one and one. So after that, okay, again we do have okay some requirement over here in this one to create a date dimension. Again, like very simple thing, and then not going to take you in detail into this particular date dimension, right? We will build some bigger okay, reports, okay, multi-page reports, and then some advanced kind of reports. And further, in that maybe we'll make it like more detailed content over here. So again, data manipulation. So some manipulations need to be done. Like okay, let us suppose that okay, we do have something from that we need to create something else. So this kind of manipulations that will do something over here in this one. Again, DAX is obviously needed to completely make a report very good, and then give a lot of insights, a lot of calculations, whatever it might be. So that is what we'll definitely do on this one. After that, visualization. So visualization, a lot of people feel that DAX is the only important thing that we can do. But I'll show you like what is the importance of visualization also to survive in real time. So getting a job, DAX data visualization may not be that useful, but to get survived in your real-time environment, that's including the DAX. Okay, and the DAX and the visualization both have same okay ranking or same importance. You can't okay ignore visualization, because first thing every time I tell you like okay, the client that you're going to work never sees the data that you're going to write. He is going to see only the visualization, the insights, whether they are very useful, whether they're very pictorial, whether they're graphical, and then I feast is happening over there in that on that report or not. These things only they will be considering, and then they will okay completely okay concentrate on this on these things mainly. So and then we a lot of people asking me to like okay include at least some custom visuals so that we can land regarding that. We don't have like very good like videos upon custom visuals. So okay, I'm not going to go in detail in each and every topic as I told. Like here I use it. We will use okay. Um, like a couple of custom visuals also, like how to get them, and then how to like there are other things that we need to do, like okay only just downloading them and then like using them is not okay that simple. Some visuals have something you need to do in that one, so you need to have some knowledge upon that, so then only you can use that one. Not simply like okay you get a column chart, you drop something and then you'll get that things. You need to do something so that you can get this kind of things. So I'll explain that a bit, and then afterwards, okay, formatting. A lot of formatting will need to be happen. So then only the basic report will comes into like pictorial wonderful output. So that formatting will go again, like we will include some visual customization also, converting our normal visual into something else. At least one visual, we'll try to do that one over here, so that we cover a lot of other topics mm, into this. So here I'm trying to like include a lot of the topics which people are asking into this. So maybe they are useful or not useful over here, but we are trying to use other concepts which people are asking, and then trying to give some insights, into the client, through these things. So this is what that I'm trying to do over here in this particular workshop. And again, like as usual, a small intro before going into the concept that we did training, and then anybody interested in Power BI, SQL batches, or else only on real-time project batches, we are starting very soon. So if you are really interested into that, I think you can call to this contact number, and then you'll have all the details. So already all the batches are running, and then the new batches are going to start very soon. So you can contact if you are really interested. Even like only real-time project also you can join. But that will be like 7-day duration things, and then you can join in that one, and then you can have all this content to you people. So if interested, please pause the video and then like take a screenshot of this one, and then again, yeah, you can see this particular video most probably in the YouTube very soon. Okay, I'm going to save it, and then I'll probably make it by next week available this one. So okay, we'll go into this. Let's stop all this discussion, and then I'll go into our things. So first of all, let me show you what is the visual that we are going to create. So this is the visual. Are you able to see this one? I hope not, right? I'm not able to see this one. So are you people able to see this Power BI desktop right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what we are going to see today. This report we are going to create. Maybe a lot of people can achieve this. If you are if you can achieve this, that's fine. But as per a lot of people asking that we need this one, so we see this one. First of all, let me show you some functionality so that you can understand what is in this one. So this is completely regarding some person and then his complete profile. So what is his profile, when he born, and then like complete his details. So how you prepare your resume, the same way that we want to portray her profile over here. Again, timeline also given over here. So based upon this timeline, so you can time travel with her profile so that you can see what's exactly that we can see over here. So first of all, this is like her personal things, like what he is at, her summary, and then her education and things, and then so what is she good at, so what language or skills, and then her personal information. And then again, if you click on this one, again it will go to her LinkedIn page, and then if you click on this, it will go to our Facebook page, whatever it might be. So in that way, we will create this personal part. So again, after that, this is completely her experience related part. So how many months of experience does she have, and then how many companies does she worked till date? This is till date. Like as per your timeline, this things works. This thing and this thing. So how many domains does she worked again? And then this is a custom visual where company wise how many months she worked. This kind of things. And again, so from which day to which date she worked, and then what is experience in that particular organization. So this is what, and then her skill set level, like how she was like in SQL, what is her rating, and then Power BI, what is her rating, and then in domain wise experience, how many months she worked in that particular domain, and then this is her completely profile. So where you can see her experience in which company, what year, and then so a lot of things. And then again, this is completely animated thing. So you can click on this Wipro, and then she can see like, this year and then these months, she worked. Again, months, I'm just not going to deal with very particular. So again, so whatever, like if you want to see like, so she worked in 2021 and the TCS, and then a lot of other months, because, and then I'm not going to like go into very details of months as I told. Then if you can see in TCS, she worked for 25 months, and the total experience is 65 months. In that way, like you can go for And then whatever if it is like, okay, so in this organization, TCL, Infosys, she worked for 5 months, and then for, okay, 2022, Jan, February, March, April, this kind of things, right? This is what, this is a custom visual, and then we'll discuss this kind of things, how to create this one somewhat. And then the important thing that we now want to do is time travel or timeline, okay, things, okay, regarding her. So this is her ID card. So let's assume that this is her ID card, and then as per the time, okay, everything changes over here. So currently she is, okay, so maybe maybe we are taking, okay, time up to the end, but okay, we can take it till today, but I taken to the end of year. So that's a glitch. You can think that, or else like we can manage that now. For now, I've just made it like this. And this is like, let's make it like this one. So here she's working in this particular date, 5th, okay, 2022, she is working. Her name is Gayatri, and then 14 February 95 is her birthday, and then like she is working as a team lead designation in Infosys. Her current package is like 12x, and then she's good at SQL, Power BI, and Azure. Let's go to like, okay, some other date in front. Okay, so let's see what is her, okay, so designation, or else what is her package, so whatever it might be, right? It's at the time of this date, okay, she was working in dishes as a team lead, and the 9,005, like 9,50,000 is her salary, and at that time she was like expertise at SQL and Power BI. And then we'll go further front, and then maybe at this time she's working as senior software engineer, and then okay, TCS, right? And then her salary was okay, 8 lakh rupees, and then she was expertise at SQL and Power BI. This is what our profile, and then this is nothing but okay, timeline. When we are going to do time travel according to this timeline, what's her profile. And then at this time she used to work in as a senior software in Wipro, and then at that time her salary was SQL, and then at that time she was experienced, she was skills good at SQL and Power BI. So again, we'll go forward, and then we'll see where she started her career. So might be she started her career with a serious software engineer as in the Wipro, the salary of 43,000. So we'll go for very beginning. So this is what she started her profile, and then as a software engineer in Wipro, 4 lakhs 30,000 as an SQL developer, and after that might be somewhere else. Okay, she moved into Power BI. I hope so. Yes, SQL and Power BI. At this time, okay, she moved into like Power things. And then again, if you want to see when she moved from this company to this company, when she worked, like at what time to what time, all these things were there here. So this is the report that we are going to create. Again, this work companies or whatever it might be based upon this, okay, it is doing. And then this is the total months of experience. This is not going to be moved. These two things need to be moved. So how have we done this one? And then what are the things that we need to do this? We'll start from the basics, and then from the data, we'll dig from the data, and then we can see all the things over here. So first of all, let me go into our data. So what is the data? And then let me show you. So hope you are not able to see the data. Give me a minute. Let me show you the data also. Right. So this is our data. So are you able to see the data? Can someone say yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
This is an Excel file where we have all her data, and this is her experience. Okay. You can see experience, and then wantedly I didn't give the date. Wantedly I didn't give the date, and then I gave only the year and then month of this one. Okay, so that was done wantedly to make some kind of ETL part or else like okay, so shaping the data. So again, in this particular month of this one, she used to work in this particular organization, and then her okay domain, and then package, and then skill set, and then designation, and then what location she used to work, okay, all these things. So right, okay, this is what you can see from her experience, and then coming to like ratings. So her ratings in SQL this much, this much, this much, okay, and then like academics. So academics, so simple, very simple data, and then we this is the past date, like when she passed out that particular things. So that's it, and then this is the language skills that she'd have, and then more details. Again, with these details, you can do lots more, but we are doing only one page. So that is the reason why we, as we don't have more enough space in our things, okay, we try to make it okay up to this. We will try to make it something else or something bigger in the further sessions, but right now we want to finish it okay, within an hour. I want to make it as simple as possible. So if you are good with like the data, so we can go with okay the analyzing process, what we can show all these things, and then how we can show what are the things that we need to build based upon this data. So again, to analyze the data, we need some other things to build. So how we need to do that? So all these things we can do. Again, I'm going to repeat this one. So this is her experience data. So at what time, okay, she was at which organization, which domain, okay, what is her salary, what is her skill set, and then what is her designation, all these things, location and company, everything is, and then her, okay, skill set rating, and then like whatever it might be, her education, and then passed out year, and then percentage, and again, languages she known, and then other details, personal details. So based upon these things, I want to go with that. So wantedly, I gave some things, some data as like this, so that we can do some DAX or we can show okay some operations to achieve our answers. So we can make it like complete name also directly, but I want to make it like this so that you can use some part of DAX or some part of measures how to produce this particular output, right? So let's go into this our Power BI report first of all. So I got the data from, okay, so get data, okay, and then Excel workbook, and then like again, so whatever the work, wherever you want, you can get it from that one. So you can save this. Again, okay, I'll try to, like a lot of people ask regarding the data set, I'll try to keep it in the description of, okay, our YouTube video, the same video when we post this, I'll try to like publish this in your group also, so that you can go to that and then get that particular data set also, right? So once I get the data into our okay, Power BI, let's go and see the data. So I'm not going to like go in. So this is what our table, experience table, and then academics table, and then okay, details, and then coming to our skill set and the language. These are the 5 tables, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got it okay from her data. So whatever Excel or whatever it might be, data source. So from this, what are things that you can analyze? So first of all, see the data, and then okay, think what are the things that you can see, that you can showcase in this way. So obviously you have her, okay, you do have date, so her complete profile based upon the date, and after that, so in which company she worked at what kind of date, and then okay, at what kind of profile, our project that she worked, and then what is the domain, what is the package, and then at that particular timing, like what is her skill set. So again, what is her designation at that time? So we do have a complete time-based profile. So obviously we can, if we can create, we don't have a date, we do have a year and a month, and don't expect this one. This is what I created next. Okay, so wantedly, as I told earlier, I created this year and month so in the data, so that we can do something and then we can create okay this particular what we call it as date. So once we get the date, so obviously we'll have the dates, and then based upon dates, we can completely show whatever we need. So we can make it time travel also, like timeline, whatever it might be. Okay, have complete experience profile we can do in that manner. So we do have an idea that we can create a time travel or time-based responses based upon her experience profile. So we'll keep it aside. So that is a part that we are going to do in our report. You can see this. So sorry. This is the part, very right side part. This is what we discussed right now. Based upon her, okay, that experience table, we are going to take everything, and then we are going to like show in a way that, okay, we can move the time, and then according to that, her like ID card or whatever her profile that we are going to show as an ID card. So you can show her completely. So you can see that, okay, when we move that, our company name, salary, everything is going to move. But again, you can flip this, and then you can show some other data also using some bookmarks. But as of now, we want to make it very simple. So we are not going to do that. In further sessions, or as an improvement, I'll tell you how you can improve this report into something else also later in the ending. So you can ask me. So remember me, what all the things that we can improve in this one, how good can we make it, or else can we make some other pages okay, on the same profile, some data? You can ask me in the lateral so that we can discuss that one. So first of all, let's go into okay, digging how you can create, what are the measures that we can create, what are the columns that we need to create, what are the tables that we need to create, and then how we can create this custom visuals, where to get, okay, all these things we'll discuss, right? So first of all, from that experience table, we are going to create this one again. So we'll go to the very left side table, and then we can how we can make this one. So first of all, this is an okay image where I got it from online, and then we are trying to keep it over here. So just an image, copy it in the round shape, and then take it, and then we will keep it over here. Again, this is a card. So where we want to show her full name and then her designation. Okay, so this is not going to change anyway. So you can write it in a card or you can write it as a text box. So this is not going to change anyway. So it's up to you, like how you want to create. If you want to increase your DAX skills, then obviously you can make a card and then like you can make these things happen. So first of all, and then again, this is a completely text box, a summary. So what she's good at, and then again, this is a tabular visual where we want to show her academics, like education. So and then percentage. Again, if you want to show her when she finished that particular education, you can show that one. But as we don't have okay, enough space over here, so we just try to make it that one. So again, this is a custom visual where we'll show that one. We'll discuss that later. Again, this is also a text box where we created her things, and then a small lot of formatting, pretty good formatting to highlight these two things. So that we'll discuss a bit later. Again, these are two images that we took, and then we aligned in a such a way that okay, it aligned to this particular like, her interests also. And then again, for this, how to create, how to give an action so that it will go to that particular okay, web page or else okay, your Facebook page or whatever it might be. So if you have a Facebook page, it will go to that. If you have a LinkedIn profile, it will go to that. So again, that you can do with later. So again, in the middle part, what we are going to show is like the key things that we want to show, like, okay, how many companies does she work till date? And then like, okay, what is her total experience? Based upon the time I want to show like how many like companies does she work till that date? And then how many projects or domains does she worked till that particular date based upon this timeline. So these two need to work based upon this timeline, and then this need to be like standard that need to show like her complete experience. So that we'll discuss. And this is a visual customization concept, and this is normal things. For this, we need to create another table. So why I'll show you that. And again, this is a custom visual. This is a custom visual. This is a normal table visual. Rafi, just make yourself okay, mute. Okay, don't disturb others people. Rafi, shake. So when you're okay, wanting to talk anything, you can ask me, or else you can keep it mute so that it doesn't disturb other people. So other people are having a lot of disturbance over here. Right. So again, and then this is also a custom visual where okay, you can see that one. So let me start with the okay creation of these things, and then we can understand how you can create all these things. So first of all, again, I want to go to this. First of all, to get this one. So to get this one, what are the things that you can do? So let's go into this. As we know, like we don't have only date and month, but we need to have a date. Then only you can just make all these things happen in a timeline way. So how to get the date? So anyone, if you have any idea, you can make it for 30 seconds or 1 minute, or else we'll go for and then discuss how to create that one. If anyone have an idea, like you can give me your answers. Anybody?
Calendar auto.
So first of all, if you have a date, you can make a calendar auto, but I don't have a date. This is
we
not.
can give start date and end date.
I didn't get. Okay, you can give a start date and end date. That's fine, but I need to have a relation between this. Okay, so you're trying to like okay make a dim date. So date dimension. That's fine. First of all, if you have a date, then you can have a relation to that. Okay, where you are going to create a dim date. So calendar table you might create. For that, again, you need to have a date in this particular table so that you can have a relation between that dim date and then this date. So first of all, I don't have any date over here. So this is a calculated column. So how we create that one? So in the data, if you can see, so let me show you the data. This is what I do have. If I have some date, okay, I can go and create a calendar table or something else, and then I can give a relation to that table, that column and this column. but I don't have a date in this one. So what is the use of creating a dim date over here? So first we need to have a date over here, then we can create a dim date and then we can have a relation with that. So my concern is, first of all, we need to have a date here itself. And after that, we can create a date calendar and then we can give the relationships. So that is what that first you need to like understand. So got my point? Is it clear?
Okay,
Yes.
clear.
So first of all, how to create a date. So sometimes in your real time, you'll have this kind of difficulties. Then there will be only one option that you can do is, first of all, okay, if you have a month number, that's fine, or else you can create a month number. That's not going to be very that difficult to create a month number from the month name. Right? How can you create a month number based upon the month name? Any idea?
Format of TDD.
If you have a date, you can make again format of, okay, that one. So I'm not asking, okay, so if you are, I'm
Sorry,
asking
sorry.
for, if you have a date, obviously, right? No, like, okay, if you come out like this, then only you can understand like what is the thing that you made it, and then what is the thing that you need to make. So what is the error that you done, and then what is the things that you done? Because okay, a lot of things that, yeah, it is very easy. You start that, and then again you stuck, and then something is missing. You feel that. Now, first of all, only you need to understand, if you want to use the format, then okay, that's again secondary thing. If you have a date, then you can obviously get it. If you have a date, then no need to worry about that. You can just simply month of that particular date, you'll get the date, the month number. But I have a month name, and based upon this, I need to get a month number. So how? Anybody have an idea? That's fine. If you don't have an idea, I'll give you the tip. Okay, so you can use a switch function, and then okay, you need to write, okay, at least 12 conditions over there, and then you will get your month number from that particular date. Once you get the month number, again, you don't have the date. You don't have the date. You have the year, you have the month number, but you don't have the day. So again, without the day, you can't do that anything. So obviously, in this kind of situation, what we will do in the real time is we'll go with the hard coding date. So for each and every month, okay, if we will give the 01 as the particular day of that particular month, then we'll have a date. So that 01 of that particular month and that year, 01 of that particular next month, and then after that. So obviously you'll have, so every first day of that particular month of that particular year, we are going to grab her data and then we are keeping it over here. This is what you are trying to do. So once you get the date, it means, so once we hard code the day and then we create the date. So remember, once we hard code the day and after that we create the date, it means we are trying to get on every first of her month, first of the month, we are taking her profile information and storing over here. This is what you can expect from this data. So that is what I just tried to do over here. So I created a date, and then how I created, just you can see the data. So first of all, I want to create a variable. In that, I want to create what is the month number of that one. So I do have a month name. From that, I want to create a month number. So as a thought to create it very freshly to you people and then show it by by doing this, but it will take at least 2 hours. So that doesn't make any sense for you people, like taking your time more is not like very so good. So for now, I'm trying to make it already made one. Okay, I'm trying to explain that one. If you have any doubts in that one, you can ask me in the Q&A session, or else you can pause me over here and then you can ask me. First of all, I'm trying to create a month number based upon this month. Simply, so I took a variable and then I took a switch function. So if this particular month is January, I want to give one, and then like that, I want to create everything, and then I made a switch function for 12 months. So if this particular month experience tables month column is December, then I want to give it 12. So obviously we'll have these month numbers in the variable. I don't want to create a table. If you want to create a separate table as a month number, you can create that one. So that's your wish, but I want to make it very short. If we create more tables, that's going to be increase your data size. Again, so increasing your data size means, okay, in your real-time environment, okay, that's going to be like difficult things. Whenever possible, try to like decrease the your file size. So obviously I don't have any requirement of my month number over here to keep it in a separate column. So I made it in a variable, and then afterwards I want to use the date function where I can create a date based upon this particular year and this particular month number and hard coded date 01. So what is the date function? So let me explain you. Okay, so you can see that. So you can give year, month, and day. So you'll get the date. So first you need to give year and month and then date. And again, month need to be given in the form of month number. Everything need to be in the digits only. So you can't give the month directly this month over here. So you'll get error. So first of all, I took the year. So from this column, and then from this particular variable, I took this particular month number, and then I hard coded 01 as my day. So obviously, for each and every month and year, you'll have this date. So 01, 01 2017, 01 02 2017, 01 03 2017. And right now, forget these two things and see the entire table with this experience date. So you can feel that every month, first date I'm going to take. I took her profile data. You can see first of every month from 2017 to till date. So I took her data. So from this data, we converted into meaningful data. It seems like right now, okay, every starting of the month, okay, I took her profile, where she is working, what is her salary, everything. And then again, the next month I took that. I don't want to like make it each and every day. I want to make it monthly wise. Again, there will be some shows, okay, well, we take, okay, month starting only. So that we'll discuss later. But for now, we got our table with this particular dates. Again, after that, we obviously know that how to create a dim date. So simple calendar again, calendar auto. Why I'm not taking calendar auto, I'll explain. So here I gave a calendar and then minimum date and maximum date. Hard coded the dates and then I created a calendar table. So let me explain you why didn't I go with calendar auto. So first of all, I go for my academics, and then you can see I do have a date over here. I want to include this one. I want to add this one to my dim date also. If I go for, okay, a calendar auto, it will set for each and every table. And in my experience, I do have dates from 2017 to 2022 only. But in my academics, I do have a date, which is 2010. So if I use calendar auto, I'll get the calendar from 2010 to till date. That's going to be like that's not necessary for me, because I'm not going to like make this date of pass, okay, showing in our things. Again, I don't want to like filter with any other dim data or something else, so I don't want to use this one. If I want to use this one also, I want to filter something in the dim data, I want to show this one also, I can make that thing also, but I don't want to show this particular date, okay, in my academics. I want to show the graduation, the education, and then okay, the board or something else, and the facilities or something else like this, one or two things from these things. So I'm not going to like include these dates. So if I don't want to include, obviously I want to create this calendar dim date function, date dimension function, using calendar also, our preferred dates from starting date of. Again, you can make it in such a way that, okay, you can take minimum of this particular uh, experience date, and the maximum of experience date also you can take, and then you can make it. But as of now, I created like this. So there are a lot of ways. I'm just explaining you all the ways that you can make it, right? So you might understand why I did the calendar auto. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. And then, okay, so we'll go into our next thing. So we got a date, and then obviously we'll go for things, and then, okay, I want to like give some, okay, so relationships right now, data modeling part. Again, like here we don't have any complex relationships. Okay, everything is very simple, and then automatically Power BI also like finds this detects this relationships into this whatever it can create. It can never follow the automatic relationships, because Power BI sometimes get into like the wrong things, and then the relations will be like given wrongly, and then you might do your work, and then you may not get the appropriate results. For that, what I advise you people is, you can go and create your own relationship. First of all, what is the relation that has been given? As we created your experience state in this one, so I want to create give a relation between this state and then this one. Again, you do have something over here and then something over here. Based upon these two things, okay, we have a relation. Second, we don't need that one exactly, but still we got a relationship. So I just wanted to create that one, and then if not needed, we can delete that. if we can use that in our project, we can make that one again. So this is a rating to rating created. No need to do this one. You can delete that one because that was automatically created. So that's it. So even this relation also not mandatory over here. Only this relation can work, okay, with all the things. So yes, and then let me save this one. Whatever the changes will be saved, and then make sure while you do anything, okay, keep save, and then if you are working in the real time, save in the variations. So variation 1, variation 2, variation 3, like that. We need to save your Power BI reports. That will gives you a lot of like feasibility to work with. So if you do something over here and then it completely scrambled here and there, and then if you can't like make it perfectly, you can go to our previous version and then you can do it again. So rather than do it from the beginning, or else, so we don't have like that many undo things. So obviously what I follow is like you can create the variations, like here is one variation, and then again you can save it as some other variations after some time. So like that. So you can do that one so that you'll have like 2 to 3 variations, and then if you scramble this variation, you can go back and start with the previous variation. So that's it. And then again, like we'll go into our tax part and then we'll see. First of all, so this card is nothing but, so what is this? Can someone tell? This is a shape. I didn't took any image or outside from that one. This is a shape, and a lot of other things has been done in this one. So obviously this is a group of things. So in this one, this is a text box. You can see this is a text box. This is a card visual. This is an image. This is another image. There are a lot of things over here. This is another image. And then if I click outside, you can see all other things. Image. So I'll show it in the selection pane. You can see, as you can understand. This is a group. So in this one, so let's make it like, okay, so ID, so that you can understand what is this group. And then to go into that, I do have a card. You can see that one, that is a card. And then this is a text box. This is entirely text box. Again, in the text box, I'm not going to write hard-coded things. So whenever I change something, it is going to change. How to do that one, I'll explain you a bit later. An image, then a shape, the outside shape. So these are the things that you can, okay, see over here. Right, first of all, so you can take a shape. Then what are the formatting things? Yes. Yes, definitely, definitely, right, okay. So again, like if I'm going to send this file to you people, definitely you'll use this. There is no issue for me, but again, you don't practice on this. So do some practice, okay. Definitely, I'll ping you this. Okay, don't rely only on these things, and then you can practice more things. Keep it aside as a screenshot, and then try to do that. And that will gives you more practice to you. If you directly come into this PBXI file and then start looking into this, definitely you're going to like forget everything. You can't do it if I ask you to do it personally after 2 days without seeing this one. Definitely, you're going to have some trouble. So first of all, by seeing this video or by seeing this explanation, try to do this one so that you can make this things happily. Or else if you try to like only analyze this one by seeing this, what is this, what is this, what is this, by clicking, you don't get this. If you want like do it some days later. So again, so here, so as we done this one, so again, I got this particular. Definitely, thank you so much. And then like, okay, this is an image where you can get it from your local, and then you can resize as you wish. So first of all, and then again, first we need to start over here. So let's go over here and then deal with this. So this one, so again, shape. What we have been done over here. So general things. So effects, and then again, we didn't done anything. So no background, no nothing, anything in the general. In the general, I didn't done anything. Only we'll go for, again, the people who are with the older version, not upgraded to this one, may see these two things in one place only. But who are upgraded to the latest version, so recent version, you can see this in a separate place. Again, this is where you can do all these things in the shape. So again, to the shape, okay, I made it a 5% is round. If I don't give that one, if I give 0, so obviously you can see this ID card as rectangle like this. But I want to make it like 5% is rounded, so that you can have the small rounding in the edges, so that it looks like small things. Again, Formatting things, I don't want to like go very detailed. I'll just give you some inputs and then you can go for that. So again, double click on that one. You can see that okay, styling and then like fill on and then white color. Again, if you don't want to fill it, you can just skip it out. Again, you feel the same thing. There is no difference because the background is itself white color. So you don't have any issues if you don't have the background also. So entirely background has been deleted. So you can do that one again. So border is the one that I given because I need to have a thick border and then 6 points and then transparency is 0. You give a color and then make it again. If you want to create a color changing ID, that can also be done using some effects. So using some conditional operations. For that, you need to create a measure. I'm sorry for the disturbance. Just a minute. Again, I'm giving some input for you. Like, okay, if you want to change as per the company. So if this company, if the company is this one or something else, okay, I need to show this one in some other color. If I just you want to change the feel of ID, if you want to see like, okay, she is changing her ID, and then if the company is changing, then the ID is changing. If you want to make that kind of things, again, you can change this border also. That we'll see in the latter part, or else like maybe in the ending part. So how you can do that based upon the company she working. When you go for okay TCS, when you go for a time travel, it need to be changed. Okay, so some other color. When she used to work for Wipro, you can make it some other color, so it looks like a different idea or whatever it might be. So I don't want to do that right now. So that is where you can do that one. So if you can understand the power of visualization, now the DAX, the power of visualization, then you can understand using some simple DAX concepts, you can make this visual more animated or else more okay, feel good kind of things, more interactive kind of visual that you can make it. So first thing. So that thing, okay, you can ask me in the later how to do that if you're really interested in that one. So again, we'll discuss that one later. Again, that after in that one, so in image, and then like again, I don't want to give any action of that one. So again, here also I tried, if you want to try give an action, you can try by clicking on this one. You can directly go into her. She can, if she needed, or if you need it, you can show, take to some other URL or some other page, some other Facebook, or like okay, Google Photos or whatever it might be. You can make it. So it's up to you completely. By clicking something, if you want to make that thing, you can make it. So it is completely your wish. So as per this particular thing, I don't want to make it, so I just left it like that. So again, you can make it. So if you want to like show your complete profile kind of things, okay, somewhere else in the Google Photos or something else, your achievements, a lot of your certificates, a lot of your achievements, so you can make it from here. So by clicking here, you can keep your Google Photos or drives or something else where you can drive them to there, and then you can show your certifications. So what are your achievements? So you done your Power BI certification or SQL certification, or you achieve a lot of things in your career. So if you want to show all your certifications, so you can make it from here. That thing also we can make it again. For that, if you need that one, so you can just ping me in the description or else okay, so in the comments wherever it might be. So I'll tell you like how you can do that one, or else in the end of this meeting webinar you can ask me over here. So whatever it might be. Again, this is a card. So how we done this one? So again, this is based upon this time. So if we move this one, so obviously this is going to be here. For that, what we need to do? So whatever the end date, whatever the date, for that date, so we have a lot of other values. So let's see that one. So let me explain that over here so that you can understand very easily. So go for select this particular date. So for that date, which company I was there? I was there in the Wipro, but okay, I do have a lot of things over here. So I want to find what is the last row. If I click this one, I can see only the data up to this one. In my slicer, if I go for, okay, if I come to this particular date, obviously I can see only the data up to this. So that is what we are filtering there. So I want to get the last row, or else okay, the latest row. Then only I can show her okay in which company she's working. So let's go and then let's see in this one. So in this particular, if I slide my ear to this one, so it need to show only this one, pieces, because this is where we want to like okay time travel. So I stopped over here. So at that particular time in which organization does she work, we need to get again. We do have a lot of other things, TCS, Wipro, a lot of other things are there. So we need to find this one. So for that, what we need to get, we need to get the last row, which is non-blank. Again, if you have some blanks, I don't want to take that one. I want to take the non-blank row, which is last two. So how to achieve that one? So do we have any function to achieve this last row? So again, we go into the fields and then we'll see what are the measures that we need. Last non-blank value of dim date of dim date. Again, you need to get the maximum of experience. This is what you need to write. Okay, so as per the dim date, okay, not last non-blank value, and then again maximum of this one. So this is how you write, right? And then okay, how you get this particular TCS or whatever it may be, as per the logic I told right now, right? And again, you don't have, you have like not lost non-blank also, not non-blank also, not non-blank value also, two different functions. So in that one, I select this one for my situation, and then I got it one. Based upon the date I selected, I want to get the maximum of that particular company. So latest company name. So this is how I done, so that I can get based upon this date. So as I explained right now, so whatever the maximum non-blank date is there. So for that one, so I need to have the latest company name. So this is how I took that one, and then I achieve this one based upon the date. So it will move accordingly. Right. That's what I've been written, and then I showed in a simple card visual. Again, for that card visual, just make sure that you don't have anything, no background, no nothing, no border, no nothing, so that it will mix with the background, and then it will show like that is something like a text value or something else. If you give some backgrounds or something else, okay, obviously it looks like a something different, but I don't want to make it. Again, some other things that you can do over here, like you can get the logo also of that particular company. You can get the logo also. And then again, that also, that's it, something advanced thing that you can do based upon a jar value that produces from this particular measure. You can get select of that particular logo, and then you can get it over here. That is also you can do. Again, that we'll discuss later part, or else in some other video I'll make it how to do that one also. So directly you can get, rather than the name, directly you can get the logo, which makes this particular ID card more beautiful. Right. Again, this is, what is this one? As I discussed this part, the description of that ID card. This is completely text box. Again, you might think that, okay, so in text box, okay, how these values are changing. If I'm changing, again, this in the text box only, all these values are changing. So in the text box, can we give any values that are changing? Right. Again, I made it something over here. So let's make it like this. Again, so how can you do these things? By moving this one, these values or information is changing. So anybody have an idea how to do this one in a text box? Not hard coding the value, but okay, making dynamic. Anybody?
Is it a bookmark?
No. It's just a text box. So you can, if I click that one, you can see from here, right? This is a text box. If I click that one, you can see this is a text box. So the thing that you learn from the outside will be okay, somewhat only the basics only, but okay, you need to learn a lot of things out here. So that is why I told you, like, okay, in visualization, you can do wonders if you know it perfectly. There are a lot of hundreds of things that people don't like teach or don't explain. So if you get all those things, you'll definitely get interested in this Power BI, and then again, like, you can do masters in this one. So again, you never gone through with this particular concept, which is values. You never might have gone through, like, okay, so these values are reviews. So this is where you can do wonders. So for that, I just need to have some, measures already written. So I can call the measures into this particular text box. Again, this is not a card visual. I'm just repeating. You might think that, yeah, I've been using a card, and then, okay, right now I'm just keeping one. No. I'm not trying to do it. I'll show you that, how I did that one. But that again, I want to get, okay, some measures, okay, so that I can call the measures inside, and then I can show them, so that I can get as per the time, okay, I just move, I can get that one. For that, I need to write some measures. So how I can that? So this is what, so again, What is this one? I've been written over here. This is M full name. This is M full name. And then what is the M full name? You can see this one, M full name. This is the measure I've been written over here. So selected value of distinct of first name and the some space and then like selected value of this particular first name and last name. So again, we don't have any like 2 values or 3 values, then obviously you can make it like directly first name and then last name. But again, you can't use a column directly in a measure. How many of you people know that you can't use directly a column name in a measure? Most of you people might know that. So there, okay, this is where okay, a lot of people get troubled. So they want to create a measure and then they directly use the column and then they can't use that one. They can't see the column name also. They'll try to write the column name, but they can't see that one because you can't use the column name okay, inside okay, a measure directly. You can make it either using in a function or some aggregation need to be done for that column, then only you can do that one again. So you can use the maximum over here because, or else you can use selected value over here because we don't have only one value. So again, the first name and last name, and then I want to like make it, I can use combine values also, I can use concatenate also, but rather than that, I use the ampersand symbol and then simply took 2 spaces between that, 1 space between that using some quotation. This is a text part, and this is a text part, and this is a text part. So obviously, these 3 text parts I want to combine using the ampersand symbol. So this is the easiest way to combine text parts into one, different text parts into one, right? So obviously, I got this full name and then I kept it in another measure. So let's go into this one. So obviously date of birth simply. So I don't have anything written over here. So no date of birth written, and that we can get it from the values. How I can do that, I'll let you know. Like first of all, let me show you what are the measures that have been written, and after that, how to call the measures into the text box. I'll let you know. Like okay. So first of all, okay. So again, second thing is like okay, what we've been done. Okay, the designation dot designation. So obviously, so last no blank value as we got our company name. So here the same way like I got as per the time. Okay, I want to get that particular okay. Designation again. So what is the other thing that we go with? So M dot company. So again, this is the one which we done over here. The same thing, the same measure have been used over here, and then I got my things again here. What is this thing? Salary. M dot salary. So we didn't write anything over here. We didn't write anything over here, but still we got the salary. So how we can get? So we'll see that one. So when we write anything, so obviously this year's can have this one. So obviously, and then again, so M underscore salary, don't we do that one? So let me check with that. A minute. So now done. That's fine. So that's not an issue. We'll see how we can okay, to achieve this one. So again, skill set. Obviously, the same way, and then again, okay, the M dot salary means okay, we use the package over here. This package we use that one over here, and then we produce that over here. So first of all, okay, we know like how to create these measures. So measures are a very simple DAX that we used over here, and then we created that one. So again, if you have any doubts over here in this particular okay DAX things, because I didn't use very complex scenarios, I want to make it very simple. That's why I just made it simple. If you want to like make it okay very complex or more functions, you can make it more things from this. But I want to keep this as I told earlier. So I want to create this with very basic DAX and very basic like skill set of Power BI. So let's see that one, and then in the further sessions or further workshops, we can make a bigger reports and then bigger things that we can make it. Right. So first of all, how to create, okay, how to get this kind of like whatever we call it as a text box, and then how you can call these measures into this. So rather than doing that, okay, so let me create another thing. So over here, and then you can have it complete in detail way that you can how you can make these things happen. So first of all, I want to write name, okay, and then afterwards I want to like go for here and pick the values. And then again, this is artificial intelligence of Power BI. So in how you like, you might see in the Q&A visual how it works, the same way it will work also. Like if you have any measure, you can call the measure directly, or else you can ask the Power BI to do something. If it is possible, Power BI will do that one. If you want to make it like sum of salary, we can make sum of salary, sum of sales or project domain, or sum of salary, whatever it might be. If you try to write it, okay, obviously it will try to find that one. So sum of, okay, sum of SQL skill set or whatever it might be, it is sum of SQL. So something like that. So if you have like, okay, what is that one package? So it is showing that some of the package that you can write, and then this is the total sum of the package. If you write something, obviously like it will give that one. And then no need to write this packet also. Sum of sum and package, if you write even that, it will give you some of the package. You can write, you can write in your own English, and then it will give you the result, and then if you paste that one, that will shows over here. Again, I don't want to do a call or else do any summations or something else over here. I want to call a measure that I written already. So what is the measure that I written already? That is what her full name. So if I click that one, already I wrote the matter, I can call this one, then I write this one. So again, you can give some name for that one. So for this particular calculation, you can give a name. So once you give a name, so I've given a name as first name, you can see that one. Again, I don't have anything over here. So again, first of all, I'll do that one, M underscore, so full name. Okay, for this particular measure, I want to give a name. So what is that? Full name, and then I'll save it. So obviously I'll get that one. Again, if you delete this one, how you can get it? I deleted that one, but I need to get that one. How you can get? Go for reviews, and then you have that. Whatever the name that you're given, you have that one, and then pick insert value. Once insert value, you'll get that one. Again, if you want to give some space or whatever it might be, you can give as it is. Yes, space. And then again, if you want to give some other value, you can click on this entire thing, and then enter. You'll go to something else, and then again, you can write the salary in space, and then okay, so like this. And again, I want to create a weather value, so I don't want to use this one. So again, so add a value. I want to add a new value. Again, I want to add my salary. So m dot pack, m underscore package. So I want to make it as salary. You can click directly save. Obviously, that will come over here. Again, if somewhere else, if you want to give that, you can use the salary directly from here. Again, if you want to edit that one, you can edit it. If you want to delete, you can delete that one. In the same way, whatever the measures that you can call, and obviously measures are dynamic based upon the time. Okay, if you have any time relations for this particular table that you used in this particular measure, if you move that, okay, this particular measures also move accordingly for that particular date. This is how you can create your, not only this, any value that you can make it. So if you write a measure and then you can call that, you can call it. Sometimes some values you don't need to write. Okay, you can call it simply from here. If you want to do some sum of sales, you can create some sales. You can ask over here some sales. It will show that one. Again, average of sales, average sales. It will show that one directly. You don't need to write the measures for that one. And then if you want to show it in a card, in a text box, right? So remember that this works only in the text box, and then you can't do it in somewhere else. So this is how you can do that. Okay, as I done, okay, for multiple things, I just wanted to show you only two things how you can do that one. Hope you understand how I done. So any doubts in that one, in this one? Anybody had a doubts or any questions over here? So that we can move to other topic. Is this got clear? How to get okay the values or something else into text box and then change them in direct using this particular, so whatever our timeline or something else. If you have any doubts, you can ask me again so that I can explain you more. If it is clear, that's great. Thank you so much. And then okay, we will go there. Okay, so visualization again. So I don't want to do this over here. So this is a sample how we created that one. So again, this is how I got all the things, and then these things will work based upon the time. Again, how to create this particular slicer. Simply take the date into your slicer. This is a slicer. So okay, take the slicer. So general, yeah, timely is nothing but date, the one that we created in the date calendar. So that date I took over here, and then I renamed that one. Again, a lot of people get confused that, okay, I took the date and then how I got this particular, okay, so timeline. Again, you can double click on this one. You can write, okay, whatever you want. So I'll write it, okay, date high, timeline high. And then if you need to click very near to this, if you come over this and then if you click out and then again, you don't get one. The thing is that you need to click over here, then only you can see this particular timeline high. Maybe this is very basic things, but some people don't know how to do this one. So whatever the column name might be, you can change it and then you can display as you wish. The column, and then if you hover that one, you can see that measure or column, whatever it might be. So and then again after this, okay, you can come over here and then you can make it before. So before whatever the time that you move, before that, whatever is there, that will show over here. This is what I want to make it over here. So once we're done with this, we'll go with this. Again, same visual, so same image that we got over here. Again, for this also, you can, if you want to give some action, you can give. And this is a card visual. Again, you can make it in, I grouped something. So you can see that if you click on this one, you can see in the selection pane. So again, this one. Come again. So again, this is a group. In this one, what are the dates? I do have image card. So two things. One is image and second one is card visual. In the card visual, what I've been making, I've been taking his full name. So first name and last name. That's fine, but where I give this particular team lead, how I get the team lead? Can anyone tell me? In this card visual, okay, through this particular, okay, DAX function, DAX measure, I got my first name and last name, but how I got this team lead? You can simply make it in card visual also, but if you want to explore more, you can do this one. Very simple thing. Anybody want to try? Any expectations or any suggestions or else any idea? That's very simple. So if I tell that, if you'll feel that, oh, you done this one, very simple. Yeah, nothing bad. Okay, so go for this one. And then obviously this is where, okay, that name comes, okay, and then the size that you can make it. And then this is where the label that you can give it. So label. So again, what is this one? So did you on this label and then why is team lead? And is this the label or what it is that one? So you can go for here, the titles. And do we done any here, anything over here? Or something, anything. So how you get this one? For that, first of all, go ahead and then see, I changed this particular file name to team lead. This particular measure I dropped here, and then that particular field's name I changed it to team lead. And then afterwards, if you make this on, you can have this particular team lead. This is nothing but the category label. If I off this, you can see, you can't see that one, the category label. Again, if I on this one, you can see the category label. That is how you can create that one. So just another trick where you want to like make it done in your card visuals also. If you want to use something in a card visual, again, if you want to write something over here at the bottom rather than giving something, so you can make it like that. Again, this is simply a particular what we call it as text box, and after this one, a table visual with the 3 columns from this particular academics. From this academics, I took these particular 3 columns and then I just made it over here. Again, this is a custom visual. I'll explain that one. Again, this is again a text box and then I highlighted this one. By selecting only the part that you want, you highlight that one and then you make it bold and then you make it like more darker colors. So all these things that you can do. A lot of people think that with entire things you can need to click and then only you can change. No, like that. Only some part also you can click and then you can make it so as you wish. You can make it incline or not, and then you can make it some other color. So whatever things that you want, that you can take it, only some parts. So obviously it looks like that. Again, if you don't want to make it, so it's up to you. Like I'm just giving an example how to make that one. So again, where is that one? Preferred colors. This one, I hope so. That's one. Changed. Okay, come in. Come on. Right. So again, you can make as you wish. So after that, okay, so we'll come into this one. Simple things. Okay, total number of months again. So take difference of minimum. First of all, to get this particular insights, we need to create a table so that we can make all these things possible. So how we can create that one. So first of all, we're going to share data and then we'll see how we create a table. Very simple thing. Simple thing. First of all, I want to summarize. I want to group by company so that I'll have all my dates and then all other things so which I need, and then I can calculate up according to that. So first of all, how to summarize. So this is I want to summarize. I want to create a table. First of all, I want to summarize. For that, I want to create two other columns to make a visual customization. So first of all, I want to group by this particular table. So which table? This table, experience table. And then I want to find, so group by this particular company and then the dates. So we can achieve that one simply by summarize, and the table is expression experience table. From that, so I want to group by company, and then I want to create two dates, joining date and left date, on which date I left. So obviously joining date is the minimum of that particular date and the left date is the maximum of that particular date when it is grouped by company. So whenever my company is there, so how it calculates? Simple thing. Whenever my company is there, so for a Wipro, what is the minimum date it will calculate, and then what is the maximum date it will calculate? And then this minimum date will be kept at joining date and the maximum date it will be kept as left date. So again, it will come whenever it is TCS, whatever the minimum date it will calculate, and then whatever the maximum date it will calculate. The minimum date will be the joining date and maximum date will be the ending date. So in that way, like, okay, we can find what is the minimum date and maximum date, and then you can create a table like this. So you'll have, first of all, you'll have these three things. Again, so I created a table and I kept it in a variable, and after that I want to create two more columns to that. So based upon this particular summarized values. So how you can create that one? So very simple. So add columns. So what does add columns do? Anybody? So let me explain you. Add columns will add some derived or calculated columns to the previous table. So they will be derived based upon this particular table only. Again, including this particular table, that those two values also will be shown. Again, we do have similar kind of function, which is select columns, that will produce only the derived or desired columns in that particular expression. It doesn't show the table, the source tables columns also. But we need this one also, as that is the reason why we use it, this add columns. And in this, I will take in this particular variable. Means I've been taking this particular summarizer column with this particular three columns, summarizer table with this particular three tables have been taken over here. Based upon this, I want to create some columns. So before period. So before period means before this joining date. So whatever the period is there, I want to start with this particular date. So minimum of AB. So from this date only. If I start from this date, there won't be any minimum before date. So obviously that will be 0. And then job period from this date to this date. What is the period I worked in this one? So 34. Again, it will come to this one and then it will see what is the before period. Means, okay, from starting her career, after how many months she got this particular job. So after 35 months, she was into this position. From her starting her career after 35 months. And then how many months she worked in that one? 24 months. So again, okay, when she joined the particular Infosys, after starting her career, how many days, how many months later she came into this particular position? This is what I want to get, before position. This is her working period. How many, since how many months she's working in this particular organization. This is what. So based upon these two things, I want to create a visual customization, which is this one. Before she started her career, and after 34 months, okay, she started her career in in TCS. Again, after joining the TCS, after 24 months, she got into like Infosys. Then there, she's working since last 4 months. This is how to show. And then again, this is nothing, this is not a Gantt chart or something else. And then you might feel this, what is this chart? Perfectly, this is stacked bar chart. This is stacked bar chart, and then we are going to do that one. So how we'll explain that using this particular table. So first of all, once again, we'll see the table. What we do have? A company, joining date and left date, and then before period and after period. So job period. So duration of how many days has she worked over here. Right, and then after that, so we can first of all we'll go and then see how we can make that visual, and then okay, see that one. So first of all, let me go into this. So this is what I've been okay. First of all, so here definitely like we need to like how we can using those two columns which I created from this particular table, how you can get this kind of visual. Even you can see this is a stacked bar chart. How you can create that. So there is a small trick before to achieve that. So first of all, these are stacked bar charts as you can see, but there is no stacks over here. This is showing as a Gantt chart, which means in this particular visual, what you've been done is like you can see this in the particular. Okay, there is this. I will show this. I've been dropped two columns, and two stacks are there, but we are able to see only one stack. It means in the visualization, we go for here and the bars you'll go for, and then you'll make this particular thing as a white color, as a background color. If I give this like this, you can see what is the stacks. You'll see like this. But a small visual customization, if I think back, okay, so you will make this particular before period as a background, then you can't see this one, and you can see this one only, then obviously it looks like something different visual. Right now, if you can happily feel that this is a bar chart, because these are like a constant values or something else. Okay, from here analytics. So that I'll explain a bit later. But just simply see this. This is a bar. This is a bar chart. This is a bar chart having two stacks. So these two columns works as two stacks, before period and then job period. Again, the before period, I want to make it as white color, so you can feel that. So we don't have any stacks before, and then how we got stepwise stacks. So this is something like visual customization. This is very basic visual customization. We do have wonders that we can create okay, visual customization, but as I told, we will start with very basic things. And further, okay, things will go for difficult levels of visual customization and something for here. So that's it. And then, okay, so again, these are constant lines. Okay, so you can go for constant lines and you can create over here. Like for each and every constant line, you can hard code, also you can give some measures over here. So the period or whatever it might be. So based upon that, that constant will come. It depends upon how you want to give, you can give that one. So create a constant line and then give some value like, okay, so the end of that particular things. Else you can simply use that measure. So the value, and then you can get that one. So that is how you create this particular lines. If you want to show that lines, you can show, or else you can just simply make it disable. So it makes sense, something like after 34 months or something else, she started her career, something like that. So again, this is what you can do using your simple bar chart. And then you can, after that, you can think that, okay, you can feel that your being needs using your native visual, something else, something looks like this. So that's it. Again, like work. Okay, so this is what we've been seeing earlier. So let me show that one. Very simple. So date difference of this one. So date difference of minimum date and then date difference of maximum left date. From the joining date, which I created right now, I want to take the minimum date so that you'll get. So I'll explain this over here from the table. If I take okay from this particular okay joining date. So and then from this particular joining date, if, from this particular left date, if I take maximum date, I can get her total experience. From this date to this date, she used to work. So if I get this date, how can I get this minimum date? So minimum of this joining date. Now how can get you this date? So maximum of this date. Let us suppose that she started working in another organization. Obviously, you'll get the maximum of this date means obviously you'll get the latest date. Again, You can make it as today also by taking the minimum date, and then till today you can make it as you wish. But here I took it in another way. So how? So minimum of joining date and the maximum of joining date. I took that one, and then I want to find the difference between these 2 days in months. If you have 2 dates, and then if you want to find difference between those 2 dates in months, so how you can go and achieve that using date diff function. Date diff of that particular 2 dates in months, you can get that. Again, remember, in your real time, you never have an opportunity to write a simple DAX with one function. Obviously, every time you need to write a couple of functions, combination of functions only will gives you your will you can achieve your requirement or whatever it may be using multiple functions. So you need to habituate that thing, like you need to mix a lot of combination of functions and then how to achieve answers with that. So you need to achieve that. This is what we teach in our sessions, completely real-time basic scenarios. So we'll teach in a way that, okay, how you need to do in your real time, not like how you need to practice. Both the things will be explained. The basic way how to write a single function, and a real-time scenario will take for that particular example, and then we'll show with the combination of some other function how to write that, how to achieve that scenario. This is what we teach in our PAR BA sessions. So if you're interested, you can join. Okay, so that is the second thing. Okay, that we discuss later. Again, this is how I achieve. Again, coming to this particular thing, which you need to work with the timeline. So again, how we achieve that? That is a chord visual, simple chord visual, and then simple measure for that. So distinct count of experience company. So distinct count, and then again, this is distinct count of like, okay, domains that work. So based upon the timeline, okay, so these two will get, because these two are working with experience table, and this is working with the table that we created. So that is why, okay, this timeline doesn't work with this one. If you move this one, it doesn't move. This is what we are expecting. That is the reason why we got it from here. You can get it from experience also, but still I want to take it from this particular table because I don't want to like change it dynamically with this time. So I want to show the total experience statically. So again, that is okay. Again, this is another table where we created the company wise joining date and end date. So how you can get this? So based upon from this table, the company, the joining date and the ending date, we get that, and then experience in months. So how you can create this one? So this is the one that we used earlier, joining date, and then based upon this joining date and then this ending date, okay, this will be calculated. Based upon the joining date and end date, it automatically calculates and then gives you the number of months that she worked in that particular organization. So that's it. And then again, this is where, so experience in months, the same thing. So in banking, okay, so in banking, so this is what. So count of months over here. So this month I've been counted. Again, where is this one? So this month, we have months separately. So I counted this measure and months, and then like whenever she worked in this particular SQL, so this particular domain, where is this one domain? Sales domain. In this particular sales domain, how many months? In this particular production, how many months? Count of that one. Simply, you can achieve this one. 5 months in banking, and then this one, and then HR resource 10 months, and then production 10 months, and sales 10 months. So this is the, and again, so we'll go with these ones. These are nothing but, okay, some text box and some, okay, images. So I'll try to give this image also in that particular, okay, description. So all these things you can get it from okay, Google Drive link. I'll try to like, okay, give you this particular data, images, whatever the things, okay, all these things in the Google Drive link. You can get it from the video description, whatever it might be, right? So you can get this particular images from, okay, outside, or maybe a lot of websites are there to get this kind of icons. So get those things and then place it and align them in a very beautiful way so that they all looks like one thing. So alignment is more important here. So alignment and the size of each and everything should be more important, so that it feels like that is just a background image or something else you kept like that. But those are nothing but. So if I click on that one, you can see. So that is a big group. So in that particular group, there is a lot of images and a lot of text box. right? Right, and then that's okay. And then this images, and then if we click that one, so it will need to go to somewhere else. I'll show you that one also. So obviously, let me do something over here. If you control and click that one, are you able to see this one? It went to like okay, some other things over here, right? So like that, you can make it to here also. If you click it, it will go to some other page, and then okay, you can give the URL. So how to give a URL to this particular image? Very simple. Go for here, paste, get the image into this particular thing, and then go for here, and then image, and then in the action, you may use this action for bookmarks, for page evolutions. But still, what are the other things that you have back, bookmarks, page navigation, Q&A. I don't know like whether how many people are using this one for Q&A, but again, you can use this for web URL also. You can click the web URL and then you can give this particular again. That can be like conditional format also based upon some condition by clicking this. Okay, based upon some other values, you can just make this dynamic also rather than giving the static things. uh, Whenever something happens, if you click this one, something somewhere it need to go. Whenever my time is this much, okay, and then I want to go to this particular page. Whenever my time is, so my timeline is this one, I want to go this. You can make it that and that thing also. Again, that for that you need to write a measure, and then you need to give a field formatting things from here, right? So right now I don't want to do that kind of advanced things. I want to give a static URL, and then I want to create this one. Right. So I want to copy of some Facebook page URL, something else, and then you can give over here so that it will go to that. Again, LinkedIn also you can go give your profile link over here so that they can see your profile directly from here. So that's what we can do over here, something new. Right. After that, okay, we do have two custom visuals that we need to discuss. So let's do that, and then let's finish that one. It's going too much time. So what is this custom visual? This is this custom visual. How to get the custom visual? You people might know, like, okay, so go for more visuals. So go for more visuals. You'll go to like Power BI App Store, and then like you can get the water visuals, and then this visual name is, you can see this visual. So this visual name is, again, what happened? So this visual name is like infographic designer. So this will be used in a lot of ways. Again, I'm not going to like go in detail of what we can do over here. So, but using this infographic, you can show a lot of things. That's endless kind of things if you practice, if you can explore on this particular visual. So let me show you how to create that one. So for that, again, let me take you to another page where you can see all these things. And then again, simply in this visual, okay, I've been taken the language and writing. So as we have things over here, simply go for, okay, languages. We do have language and the ratings, how much you rate yourself for your language. The same thing I want to do over here, same thing I want to show over here. So again, in a star way. So how much stars that you want to give to your languages for that, okay, based upon the values. Again, in the category, you can take the language, and the rating, you can take in the measures, you can take in the rating, obviously. So whenever, okay, it is a measure or a value, you need to take a number kind of thing where it shows, where it will gives the proper output. Again, so by giving this, you can't achieve this particular, okay, things. There is a lot of things that you need to do. So we do have a lot of settings over here for this. Again, if you do this one, you'll get this one. Generally, this is how you get, and then again, you don't feel that it is complete. Again, so you can make it like none, and then you'll find like this, and then you don't know, like you don't understand what's happening over here. Then keep ratio, so based upon the value, it will give single star, but we don't need this one. We need it in some other way. This is how it will start in the beginning. So first of all, so I want to make it multiple units. So how many units? Total 10 units. Again, so based, I don't want to show all in color over here. I want to show the color as per the rating. So color need to be filled it as per the rating. So what we need to do, go for this one, and then row, and then again. So that's okay. So what is that one? So what, where we missed that one? So that we'll see over here, multiplication. So that's okay. So what are the other things that we made it? It's percentage and rating. maximum rating has been done, and then I go for amount and this one. So obviously not the row and column, amount and row. Then obviously it will shows your percentage how you give. Then based upon the maximum value it will take, so maximum value it will take and then show as dark colors. And the color will be given to the ratings that you've been given. That is how it will be converted. Again, a lot of other things are there. The layout changes need to be made up if you want to make these things look better. But for that, again, I'm not going to make it so detailed, because if you want to make so detailed on this one, at least 2 to 3 hours it will take to explain each and everything. If you want to keep, okay, the number also, like the rating number, whether it might be 10, 9, 18, you can take a text from here also, this text, insert text, and then you can keep that one. Again, that makes, okay, some other, we need to spend some other time to explain that one. So I'm not going to do that one. So I'm simply leaving this over here so that you can have the rating kind of things. If we want to explore this, if you want to make more meaningful things, we can do that. We do have a lot of layers over here, a lot of pictures, images, and a lot of shapes that we can do. A lot of other things is there over here. So left, right, to left, a lot of other things we have. And then again, shapes and other things, we can get it out from side and then inner and then outer. A lot of other things that we do have. So by changing all these things, you can make it more beautiful or more meaningful things. But I want to make it up to here. So definitely, yes, definitely I'll try to make a video upon this kind of like custom visuals also, how to make, okay, beautiful, insightful things, and then complete explanation upon this kind of visuals, custom visuals in another, okay, video. For now, okay, we'll make it up to here, right? So obviously, so let me make this. So I got this particular, okay, rating according to that. In the same way I took, okay, this one, the same kind of like custom visual, and then in this fields I took the skill set and then sum of ratings. So obviously I got this one based upon my rating. Okay, I got this kind of things. That's okay, and then we'll finish up with this thing. So this is another custom visual, very interesting. I like this visual a lot. Again, when you get the custom visual, the way that you need to select and then the way that you need to format will be different from one visual to one visual. That doesn't be same as you make it for text or table visual or bar chart, not like that. Some other things you need to like plan based upon that visual only. Again, here, what are the things that have been taken? So my company name and the subcategories I taken the year and month, and then afterwards the measure is number of months I worked. Based upon these three things, okay, I want to create this particular measure, and then okay, what are the other things that we need to see over here? So there are a lot of visual based settings that we do, that we have, and then again we do have an animation also. Again, there is nothing in the legend. If you give the legend, then it will show some values over here. I don't want to give that. Data colors, you can select the data colors for each and every company so that it will show that one. The data labels. So what size that you want to keep the data labels, this numbers, 2017 Wipro, TCS, that names. Again, do you want to keep any labels? If you keep any labels, okay, so that will make like this. So some labels, some percentage of amount, total amount or whatever it may be, but I don't want to make that labels. So again, the totals. If you want to keep the totals, the total number of months in the between. So let me show like this. Again, in this one, you can see it very clearly. Right, the total number of months. If you want to keep, you can keep it. And then configuration. This is where the total settings relies. The radius, the total radius of this particular visual. Okay, that particular image, graphic interface, whatever it might be. How much radius that you want to keep. You can decide what is the radius that you want to keep. Even this, I have enough space, but it is showing this particular radius only. You can click that and then corner radiuses. So the corner of each and every part. So you can see there is a small radius, rounded things. Again, I'll make it like bigger so that you can feel what is that. You can feel that. So again, based upon that, you can make it a lot of difference. And that doesn't make any sense over here. So I want to make it 5. That looks pretty good. Again, the padding between areas, okay, the padding between this one. So if you can make it like, okay, 5, 6, 7, 8 or something else, so that it looks like that. So taking clock like that, it will show us, and then that is also a wonderful thing. Again, if you can do a lot of things, and then you can make this visuals into something very new. Again, I don't want to do that. So I want to make it okay 0, which makes like this. As per your vision, the stroke color, and then if you want to give the stroke color, the color around this one, you can make it. I want to make it into something like okay, purple color. So that kind of stroke you'll get it around this one. Again, let me make it in another color, some yellow color, so that you can feel that one. Again, if you want to make like that, you can make it, and then again, central circle color, fill that one, or I don't want to make it. I want to make it as a white color. So that makes me like this. And then center fill color. If you want to fill any color in the center, you can make it. Center also will get color. But again, I want to make it as white only. That makes pretty good look. This is how you can do. And then afterwards, generally, this will be in the off position, and then you can't do by clicking this also, nothing will happen. It will be static. And then if you make it animated, so that will be like dynamic. If you click on that will Wipro, it will shows the Wipro only. And then 2007, 18, and 19, both the 3 years, okay, you worked on this one. Right. So then if you click on that one, you come out, and then if you click on 21, in the 2021, you worked in TCS. And then in the total TCS, you worked for 24 months, and then in the entire year 2021, you worked in this one. So this is how it looks. And then do we have anything, okay, 2 years where you worked in, okay, so no, in the ending only you converted, and then year also the ending only you converted. So obviously you can't see this one. If you have any year, and then if you convert it in between, obviously you get that also. So this is what, okay, one of the other custom visual, and then this is one of my favorite custom visual. You can see that one. The name of the custom visual is Sunburst by Max Software. Max Software does a lot of good visuals. Okay, and then you can follow those visuals. Those are like pretty good, and then pretty good looking things. And after that, once you're done each and everything, align them very good. So again, I made it one sort of like okay, formatting to each and everything. You can observe or not. Like let me show you with this. So what are the formatting things that I use like regularly or else like mostly, which looks a pretty good impression. So first of all, general things. So no, general things I want to go, and then I'll show you what are the things that I want to do everything. Background. So obviously background will be white every time. And then visual border, I give that. And then for that visual border, I want to make the corners to the rounded corners. You can see the corners are rounded. Sharp corners is the earlier trend. And recent days, okay, a lot of people are okay, in each and every project, like, and then everywhere people are using rounded corners. Even if you go for a lot of other applications, you can go for Swiggy or whatever it might be. Everything that you see in that one will be with rounded corners in that particular app, not only Swiggy, anything, any other applications or anything. So that became a fashion today. So we want to like follow the fashion. So we want to make it in the trend. So we'll follow that. So each and every visual you can see is rounded corner. So I want to make it. Yes, that is your trend. And so I want to make it rounded to 10 points. Again, it is your wish how much points that you want to give. So don't make it like too bigger, like 20 or 30 points, so that it makes like you can lose the feel of rounded corners. So make it okay between 5 to 15. 15 is too much, and then like if you still wanted to have like more rounded corners, you can make it. But again, if you wanted to give very minute rounded corners, you can go for 5. Below 5, okay, it doesn't look pretty good. You can't even look that point. So obviously 5 is the minimum, and then 15 is the maximum, I feel. But then again, it depends upon your feel, and then your client feel, and then whatever it might be. So once after giving this border, again, make it a constant size and a contrast size. Don't give okay too much of color contrast, and then don't give too much light color. You can make it in between. That makes you a feel good, pleasant look kind of things. Again, if you go for more darker colors, your report need to have 2 to 3 colors. 2 to 3 colors. That gives you like very good feel. And then again, like you can maintain that one and the entire report 2 to 3 colors. That is good. Then again, if you are okay having more okay categorical values, and then you can make it like 4. Again, more than that, okay, make sure report like complete holy kind of things. Okay, so complete disturbs the view or feel of that particular report neatness or calmness or something else. So don't lose that one. So try to keep okay minimal colors. Okay, and then some newbies feels that I'll keep more colors so that it looks more colorful, but the more our intention is to give insights. The insightfulness will go and then color will dominate this thing, and then they doesn't feel comfortable by seeing those many colors. That is what okay, you need to understand in the real time. The most of the times, okay, your company or your client will gives you insights which color need to use and then what are the things, so that you need to follow them. Sometimes they'll give you an option. You can select your own and then you can make it more beautiful. Because this is what, and again, shadow things. Every visual had a shadow, if you observe or not. Every visual has shadow. Lot of people, okay, give the shadow and then don't go into like, okay, detail of that particular thing, so that it looks, okay, pretty awkward in that particular scenario. So again, every time what I follow is like, go for the shadow and give a medium color of shadow. Don't go for very dark color of shadow. Go for a medium color of shadow and then gray color of shadow, and then again make it outside, never make it inside. If you make it inside, it looks like it 3D popped up kind of thing. Again, that is what that you don't want to make it. If you want to make it, you can make it also. I don't know whether you can feel that one or not. It's a popped up kind of thing. It looks like it popped up towards you. But if you give outside, it you can feel that it's like a like 70 screen which was bent forward to the backward, like to the backward, away from you. If you give outside, you can feel that one, the center part of that particular card has been bent away and then the corners came toward, just like a concave or what we call it as. Just for an example, a 70 screen or something else, how it would be like, the center part will be far and then the edges will be near to you. That is how you can look. Again, if this means, okay, this is nothing but, okay, it popped up towards you. This is what you can feel like a like that kind of screen, and this is what it was popped up towards you. And again, that is what the difference between these two. There are a lot of other things that you can do in your okay, um, visualization. This is just simply 10 to 20%. We have like more than that. So you can go for this effects and then shadow and then make it outside. Then again, like I'll prefer to make it in the center so that the entire things looks like a pop-up. It should not be like in the shadow, the light is in the top and then you'll get the shadow in the bottom right or something else. No, it should be like you're seeing through your eyes, your eyes are the light, and then the shadow need to be behind the visual. It should not be the beneath, left, right, or something there. It should be behind that one. Then only you can feel that particular visual or whatever it might be very comfortably. So if you give the bottom right, so bottom right, where is this one? That's how that looks like. That looks like that this. Again, the shadow is completely here and then this side you don't have a shadow. It mixed with the screen. Even though if you have this particular thing, you can see here. So what is the difference and what is the difference? You can't feel that one. So every detailed point is more important over here. Then only you can feel that thing. Every detailed point. This is where you can feel that, and then this is where you can't feel that thing. Only the darker shadow. And then right now you can feel that the light is towards, okay, from the top to this one. No, there is no light in here, and then your lights need to be as a light. Then obviously how you can make it? Obviously go for this one, then general, then effects, then shadow, and then make it central, and then you can show that. But again, if you don't feel the shadow is not too darker, you can increase the color of the darkness or whatever it might be, then you can get it. So again, the same thing. If you want to do that one, you can copy the format and then you can just come to this one and then you can paste, you can click on this one. So obviously the format thinks that what you have done with this one, this will come to this. Again, you can click on this one and then copy the format painter and then you can do this one. That is the simpler way to format each and everything rather than going to that visual and then giving all these things. This is the simpler way to do that one again, right? So that is how I created over here this entire things. And if you have any doubts or something else, if you want to improve this, if there's anything you can have any, if you have any doubts or something else, you can discuss with me, right? Any questions or something else that you want to make it? That's great. And then, okay, if you don't have any doubts, okay, that's fine. And then the people who are watching this online, okay, can make it in the comments what you need, and then like any other things that you want to learn from this, or any other questions for this, okay, so you can keep those things in the comment, and then I'll try to keep all these things, okay, in a link in the description. You can go through that one. again, if you people are interested in my institution, you can call this number and then join our Power BI batch or real-time project batch so that you can learn a lot with us. Thank you so much for participating. And then uh, yeah, we are going to upload this in our YouTube channel. Okay, so obviously this is our YouTube channel, and then this is a Telegram channel. Try to subscribe both, and then you'll have a lot of other content also in our group, and then we will regularly post a lot of Power BI things in our YouTube channel. You can go through that and then watch with that.
And Prasad, when will be starting the 7 days batch?
Yeah, we are going to start in this particular Sunday. We are going to announce on Saturday. Probably maybe on Sunday. We'll start that or else on Monday.
Okay, so I mean, we will inform it in the Telegram.
Yeah,
group.
we are going to inform that at least 24 hours before, or 48 hours before, so that you can have that one over there, and then you can call me at that instant. Definitely, we will share that for every new patches. Okay, from now we are going to share a lot of other details when we are going to start, or what will we teach over there. A lot of other things will explain you over there, and then you can call at that time and you can join in that. Again,
Yeah.
the real-time project batch is, as a lot of people ask, that is limited seats, and then we don't want to make it like big batches, and then don't want to like disturb other people's also. We'll make it like for each and every like 15 days, we'll make a batch, a real-time batch, and then we want to make it limited seats only. So, right. Thank you for your
If you
participation.
want to book any priority, something is it?
Nothing like that. Nothing like that. Like a lot of people ask me, like, okay, why can't you make for a registration fee or something else so that we can make a token fee and then we can register that. So if that is needed, if we are getting more than that, definitely we'll tell that in the group. So as we have right now, like we are good to go, and then we'll make it like taking advance or taking token amount is not like comfortable with us. So we don't want to make that. Okay. So if we follow that case, okay, definitely we'll let you know, like in our group, right?
And when will this video be uploaded on the YouTube in your channel?
Yeah, we'll try it as early as possible. Maybe I'll try to make it at least in 24 hours.
Yeah, thank you, Prasad. Thank you.
Thank you so much for everyone who have
Yeah.
participated, and then try to share this links or whatever it might be in other groups also, because a lot of so that's it for today, and then thank you so much for watching this.
Yeah.
Okay, subscribe,
Thank you.
like, and do all these things. Okay, for today.